Yo guys, and welcome back to this new stream here once again on the channel. And today it is already our second stream here because yes, we are having quite a lot of things to once again to discuss on this stream here. We are for sure going to discuss the Bitcoin price action, where we are right now dropping off even further in anticipation that the stock market is most likely going to correct even further, and the fear is running up high once again on Bitcoin, guys. So yeah, there is once again more and more fear going towards the market, and like you guys probably already know from me, the more fear there will be in the market, the more bullish I will be get. So yes, I will be still say to everyone out there, I will be for sure not stop to accumulate Bitcoin, and I have already set up some extreme important levels that I want to be, of course, open my position on. I will be opening a 5x leverage long here on the 42.4k, and if we're going to fall back towards the 40k, I will be adding even more to my position to, of course, build up an even bigger swing trade position, because yes, I'm personally not anticipating that this correction is going to take so long. I do expect that the Bitcoin price action could be reversing in a very rapid pace once again back towards the upside as soon as the classic stocks are going to settle down here. Because yes, guys, in a few hours, I mean in 1 hour, the S&P 500 will be, the American stock market will be opening, and this is going to be very important what we are going to see here, because currently there is a lot of fear in the market, because Bitcoin, like you can see in this article, Bitcoin loses the 44k support as stocks Evergrande nerves to hit the Bitcoin price. So basically what happened in Hong Kong, and if I say correctly, a real estate company went broke, and of course a lot of the real estate in Hong Kong is right now, of course, they are in financial debts, etc. And this, of course, right now hitting the stock market, and because of the stock market getting hit of this very significant event, this is of course as well resulting in the Bitcoin price action right now to push down here. So this is of course very important, and sometimes you have these things here outside of Bitcoin's territory, and these things tend to happen. But what we do know here, historically speaking, is that Bitcoin is one of these assets that is always recovering the fastest. So right now I want to be talking about certain levels that I will be looking to accumulate huge amounts of on Bitcoin at once again here, and I will be still saying and bringing the word out, if you're going to panic sell right now, you are definitely in the wrong side, in my opinion. This is the time. Once everyone is in fear, once the fear and once the blood is in the street, you just want to get greedy. And as simple as it may sound here, it is proven. It has been proving itself already, and it is the best strategy here in crypto. So that's still a thing. I have to tell this to you guys. Once there's blood in the street, you want to be buying. And once everyone is greedy, you want to be going out of the market. And right now, everyone is in fear. We should be starting to get pretty greedy over here. So definitely very interesting to say here. But some people are saying it. I didn't say it's lightly, but this is looking very seriously bad. But in my opinion, this is not necessarily so bad as you think. I do think the hardest hit we already got, and maybe as soon as the stock market is going to open here in 1 hour, and we will be discussing it live all together with you guys out there, we could be maybe seeing a very significant pullback here on the Dow Jones, and maybe as well, maybe we are going to see it on the S&P 500 as well, because the S&P 500 is going to drop already, like you can see in pre-market right here, within approximately 1.4%. So that's of course not necessarily so good here, but I mean, in my opinion, I definitely don't think that we're going to see Bitcoin really falling below the 40k. I definitely think, of course, there is for sure a possibility, and if we're going to see Bitcoin falling below the 40k, I can already address this to everyone. There is going to be a huge amount of buy orders set up over there, and we are going to create a very significant wick on the lower side. So it is going to be very interesting on how this is going to be resulting. But like we already know as well from the pandemic crash, usually Bitcoin, of course, is an asset that of course crashes with, it always tends to crash with the it moves with the classic stocks, classic market. But as soon as we are going to recover, Bitcoin is going to be the asset that is going to recover the quickest. And right now, this 1 hourly candle is as well going to close in exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds. And we are right now going to monitor some very important levels of previous resistance, what should be providing us very strong support right now here. So let's sit down and watch, of course, to the Bitcoin price action as we see that it is, of course, currently unfolding some new price charts, price targets. So let me as well, in the meantime, set up this Fibonacci, and let's see what we're currently having. So as well, if we're going to look at the Fibonacci, you can see we are currently still trading on the 0.5, the halfway point of this Fibonacci retracement. Of course, worst case scenario on this pullback here, on this basically this impulsive ABC correction, it will be, in my opinion, the 38.4k. But that's of course still a pretty worst scenario in my opinion. What is not extremely likely to necessarily play out here, but of course it is going to be for sure the worst case scenario in my opinion. So I will be keeping my eyes out on it. But for now on, at least we are holding the 0.5 here in the Fibonacci as support, and like you can see, and like you have seen here previously, this level has been providing us very strong support as well in the past. So it's going to be important where we're going to close this one hourly candle right now here. I will be for sure standing on the sidelines before we are reaching the 0.618 here. And of course, this 0.618 as well comes together with this 42.4k, what has been historically a very extreme important level of resistance and support of Bitcoin. So if I do see Bitcoin retracing back towards this level, yeah, there is a high likelihood that we could be seeing, of course, an even further drop off. But my first accumulation zone for a potential swing trade position towards the upside is going to be starting from the 0.618 here. And yeah, we just closed as well the 1 hourly candle here on Bitcoin, and this candle close, of course, is looking still quite neutral. I think it's a very good candle close since we were still able to close it within the 0.5 in the Fibonacci, and that is, of course, a good development, to be very honest. If I'm as well going to look at some momentum indicators, guys, look at the RSI right now. We are getting pretty oversold, and historically seeing and historically speaking, if the 1 hourly candles on the RSI, 4 hourly candles on the RSI is getting oversold, it has been historically a very good accumulation zone. Of course, you always want to be patient because it could be so that we're going to drop off, let's say, for another few hours from here on, and after that we're going to start increasing once again. But for now on, at least if we're going to talk about the good accumulation zone, you want to be buying once Bitcoin is oversold. And personally, yeah, we are right now seeing it. And if you're then looking back, and when we were oversold, of course, you always tend to see, of course, a price increasement from there on. Like you can see it here on July 20th. We were oversold on the 4 hourly RSI. We shoot up, of course, towards the 40k from off the 29k here. As well, we have been oversold over here on the 30k. We went, of course, right away up towards the 41k. We have been oversold over here on the 28.4k. We moved up off that right away towards the 35k. So historically seeing, once the 4 hourly is getting oversold, and the 4 hourly candles is a very important time frame to look at, this is historically seeing a very good accumulation zone. Of course, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're right away going to see an increasement towards the upside, but it does mean that it has been, of course, a very good average buying price for, let's say, the coming week from there on. So you have to be, of course, keep your eyes out on this right now here, because I definitely should be saying this still, is that you have to be paying your attention right now to the RSI, and it looks like we are still want to be, of course, a little bit neutral, and especially because the stock market is about to open. That is once again another reason why this could be a little bit different right now, and I do think that we want to be playing it extremely careful right now here, because there could be a lot of volatility in the coming 2 hours of Bitcoin. So the coming 2 hours on Bitcoin is going to be extremely critical. I can already tell you this is probably one of the most critical times here that we got here in the last, let's say, 3 months from now. And so it's going to be pretty interesting. And I see as well donation coming in from Nike Ninja. You're asking me right now, would you go out of all your altcoin positions back in Bitcoin? And to be very honest with you, I have been already talking about this several times here, because I've been already saying to everyone, I mean, Ethereum, I'm not going out of it, but all my S coins, I've been going out of most of my S coins, but I've been already going over this several. Come on. Fuck. We're back again. Okay, I'm sorry. We had a minor lag spike. Excuse me for the internet connection sometimes. Sometimes it just tends to fly out of the air. Excuse me so much for that, but sometimes we have these issues because of my hotel, and I definitely want to be trying to fix it, but sometimes the hotel is not really working in my favor. So excuse me for that minor lag spike out there. I want to be going further in towards the analysis, because I can't complain about this the whole day, but that's not a thing that I will be doing here. But let me then talk about the Bitcoin dominance, because this was a chart that I was willing to talk about, guys. So excuse me for being away for a few seconds here, but the reason to right away answer your question, my man, have I been going out of altcoin positions? I've been already said it to you guys several times here on the channel. the Bitcoin dominance is going to rise after seeing the price target of the rising wedge getting reached here. After seeing the price target of the rising wedge getting reached, we do expect that the Bitcoin dominance is, of course, going to rise again. And what does it mean once the Bitcoin dominance is going to rise? It basically means that the Bitcoin valuation is going to increase compared to the altcoins. So the altcoins are not going to take such a significant rise as Bitcoin, or if Bitcoin is going to fail like we're having right now, these altcoins are absolutely bleeding. And that is, of course, exactly what we're right now seeing here. And that was, of course, already a thing that the Bitcoin dominance chart was suggesting after reaching, first of all, its price target of the rising wedge, like you can see over here. And second of all, we were forming a double bottom. So yeah, we were seeing two things coming together, giving me a clear signal that Bitcoin is most likely going to lead the way here for the coming at least 2 weeks, in my opinion. Especially as well, if Bitcoin, let's say, is going to recover back towards the upside. So let me go to the Bitcoin chart here on this chart over here real quickly. And let's say Bitcoin is going to lead to recovery here, and I definitely think Bitcoin will be leading the recovery. Let's say Bitcoin is going to lead to recovery, and Bitcoin is going to start increasing as first. The first asset that is going to start to increase is going to be Bitcoin. That is, of course, let's say Bitcoin is going to increase 10%. I do not think that the altcoins are going to rise so significantly because of the Bitcoin dominance. I think the Bitcoin dominance is right now suggesting as well altcoins are going to be weak, and especially since the altcoins right now are correcting more significantly than Bitcoin, it is right now resulting in that they have to be working harder to, of course, outperform Bitcoin. But the Bitcoin dominance is clearly showing us that we're going to see a very significant rise here. So yeah, have I been going out of altcoin positions? Yeah, I mean, I have been shifting some altcoins back to Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm not mainly going out of Ethereum because I still will be standing behind my point, and I still think that Ethereum is a good buying opportunity. And especially right now, you are getting some very cheap buys right now on Ethereum. And of course, Ethereum is losing some valuation compared to Bitcoin. It is breaking the trend line towards the upside right now here. We will be keeping our eyes on Ethereum, but out of all the altcoins, I should definitely not necessarily go out of Ethereum, because I still think that Ethereum is going to show us a huge amount of strength here in the coming days. We know the merge is coming of proof of work towards proof of, from proof of work towards proof of stake here on the Ethereum chain. That will be, in my opinion, result in a huge hype run up here on Ethereum, and that could be leading maybe towards Ethereum sending it back towards the $5,000. In my opinion, I definitely think I'm right now preparing for the huge Ethereum hype run up. And of course, we already saw one lately once we were getting the London hard fork update, but I will be right now preparing myself for the next major hype run. So that is the reason why I'm right now accumulating more and more Ethereum. Like you probably already know, the merge is happening in 2021. So it is going to happen here in the coming 3 months. And if it, let's say, is going to get delayed, it doesn't really matter, because if we're zooming out as well, you can see Ethereum compared to Bitcoin, it has been a good buy for this period over here. So let's say you bought it around 7th of September 2018, you have been doing a good buy on Ethereum, because Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin ever since then. And I personally think that Ethereum will be outperforming Bitcoin for, of course, not, it doesn't necessarily have to be right now in the imminent short term, because oh my gosh, my internet was, once again, for a few seconds, it was going away here. So excuse me for that once again here. I'm really going to complain at my hotel, because it has never been so bad, to be honest. But I was basically saying here that Ethereum compared to Bitcoin is, in my opinion, not necessarily going to... Great. Excuse me so much for this issue. It's very annoying. I'm getting very frustrated by it as well. I don't like it, and I want to be fixing it as soon as possible. But if I don't have a fix... good. Or was it not lagging? Let me know, guys, in the chat, because I think on my second screen it was lagging. So let me go further into it. So Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum compared to Bitcoin has been outperforming Bitcoin basically for the last period over here. The whole bear market, of course, it was a very good buy Ethereum, because since the bear market, Ethereum has been basically outperforming Bitcoin. And right now, I definitely expect a continuation of this move here. Everyone is saying it is okay. No lag yet. Excuse me, guys. It's just my second screen that is lagging then. That's my bad. Excuse me so much for this issue. Excuse me so much. But yeah, but what I basically expect that Ethereum is going to show even more continuation compared to Bitcoin. So yeah, that's my main reason, first of all, why I will be accumulating more and more Ethereum. I mean, every single altcoin project, of course, not every single, but the most amount of altcoin projects are right now built on Ethereum. And that is giving me a clear signal. Okay, I want to be prepared for the future. And if you want to be preparing yourself for the future of finance, if you want to be preparing yourself of the future of money, I think that Ethereum is a very strong investment. So that is the reason why I'm stacking up more and more Ethereum, especially why right now it is losing value against Bitcoin. But as if it is going to even lose more and more value against Bitcoin, I will be accumulating even more Ethereum, because the lower the value is against Bitcoin, the better buying opportunity it basically is. So that is my main reason to, of course, think about what I currently think about the Ethereum price section right now. Here, I definitely expect we're going to see way higher price targets getting reached here in the coming, let's say years, coming months from here on, especially Q3. I do think that still Ethereum is a very strong buy. So let me move back real quickly and let me see what we're currently having for the Bitcoin price action. So guys, in the meantime, I see we are watching with 1,100 of you guys out there, so make sure to smash up the like button. It will be truly appreciated. Of course, smashing up the like button, it's only going to take a few seconds of your time. You will be literally mean the world to me here. I mean, we're watching with 1,200 of you guys. We're having only 150 likes. Let's see if we could be smashing it up to 300 likes. It will be very, very much appreciated. So as well, what you can see over here, I will be still, oh, excuse me, I will not want to draw it like this, like this. You can see still over here in front of your screen, we are still right now retesting a very critical level of daily support. And for me, it's going to be very important on where Bitcoin is going to close its daily candle. Of course, this day is going to be full with events, and we still have another 12 hours on today's daily candle. And of course, we know we're going to discuss it for sure. The stock market is about to open in a few minutes from here on. And we will be, of course, discussing the stock market open because it will be having a lot of influence on the Bitcoin imminent short term. Is Bitcoin going to create a very significant drop-off after this? Or was there just a lot of fear and we're just going to increase? That could be also a very, very big possibility because usually once everyone's in fear, they're selling off, they're selling off, they're selling off. And as soon as it opens, boom, it shoots up. And a lot of people got wrecked out of there. Of course, I'm not saying it's going to happen. Maybe we're going to see, let's say, maybe we're first going to see in the classic market a minor pullback and then recover very quickly because they were going to find out, okay, it's just not so bad as it seems to be. So yeah, for sure, a lot of things can be happening. So I will be for sure say it already. This is one of the most important days here in crypto, and it's going to be a very important day on where we are as well going to close this daily candle, because this daily candle close is going to be extremely important. Are we going to hold up towards this upper sloping support line? It is going to be critical for me because, like I went over earlier today on the stream, this level has been always causing for this resist line. Over here, you saw a correction of an approximately 13% getting generated because touching this resistance line. As well, once we were breaking above this level, you can see over here, we were breaking above it and we were seeing an approximately 24% rise. So it is historically seeing a very important level to break through, of course, and that is it is a very important level that you want to be holding on, because historically seeing this level has been providing us very significant pushes towards the upside, and of course corrections while we were trading below it. So it is going to be important to see what we're going to have here. It's going to be very important what we are going to see, of course, with this this level that's going to hold on here. So yeah, we're going to open the stock market in 1 hour. Excuse me, that's true. It's going to be opening in 1 hour. So yeah, we have to be a little bit more patient right now, but it is going to be very important on how it is going to be opening, because yes, the opening and close of the stock market are going to be having a lot of influence. Are we going to cool off, or are we going to see a more significant correction? Let's see how this is going to be here. In my opinion, we are seeing just an Elliott wave towards the upside right now getting generated on Bitcoin. I'm definitely very bullish if I'm going to zoom out here on Bitcoin right now. Of course, we could be as well approach this this extended Fibonacci in a different way here, and I've been going over it already today. And guys, if you really are in doubt right now about the market, you want to be zooming out. You want to be zooming out, and if I'm setting up a Fibonacci, and if I'm zooming out and setting up a Fibonacci right now, and what is this Fibonacci telling me? So we are setting up right now a Fibonacci extension, and this Fibonacci extension is right now telling us the critical levels that we have to be approaching here for Bitcoin in the coming days, where we want to be, of course, looking at to start to accumulate and sell our Bitcoin to find very strong support on and very strong resistance. So what you can see right now in front of your screen is that, first of all, this Fibonacci extension already predicted the 0.382 here, massive resistance on the top side, and like you can see over here, this, of course, resulted in a very severe correction. But what you can see as well is that the 0.236 here has been holding up as support already for the past 2 weeks here. And right now, we're about to retest it once again. And in my opinion, we will stay bullish on Bitcoin as long as the weekly candle is trading above the 0.236 here, together with, of course, the bull market support band. Like you guys already know, we are still trading, we are literally right now trading on the bull market support band. So is this, historically speaking, a good accumulation zone? Yes. Is there a possibility that we're going to go back to 40k before moving up? Yes. But is it going to be likely to see the Bitcoin weekly chart close below the 40k? I don't think so. I don't think that Bitcoin is likely to close its weekly candle below the 40K range. For sure not, in my opinion, because of course, if it's going to be happening, it's going to be resulting in a very horrible event after that, because then we're going to really start to decrease. And for sure, you have to be taking everything in account. But what comes down if you're going to trade crypto is risk management. How likely is it that this is going to happen? And in my opinion, it is not likely, and that is the reason why I'm still accumulating and still anticipating higher prices. Of course, everyone has their own view on the market. Maybe you think we're going to, of course, go to 20K right now here. Personally, I don't think it at all, because like you can see as well on my Twitter page, I went over it earlier today, and you can see it right now on this screenshot in front of your eyes right now here. The selling volume is extremely low. The selling volume is extremely low. And you can see it as well. If you're just looking to the Bitcoin, let's take the daily chart, for example, and let's enable the volume real quickly. Let me enable the volume, and let me go to the binance chart real quickly. So let me enable the volume. Like you can see over here, the volume has been extremely low as well on today's drop off. The volume is extremely low. And while the volume is low, it is first of all giving me a signal that this is not the major move that we are waiting for. Second of all, I want to be seeing the volume at least increasing since touching this level, because this is an important level of support and resistance. And every single time we tend to touch this level, we're seeing some volume spikes at least getting generated. So I do want to be seeing the volume coming in right now. But what I basically want to be saying over here is that Bitcoin has almost no selling volume compared to, of course, these higher ranges that we were. Of course, there are not a lot of people that are willing to step out of the market right now, even though we see the price is dropping off right now. Of course, there are always going to be sellers and buyers, but what we are seeing is that the holders are only increasing. There are more and more people coming in the market that are not willing to sell their Bitcoin. And maybe they're not only going to willing to sell their Bitcoin for this price, but what we know is that if we're looking back to the historical price action, this event that we saw of 11 green candles in a row here for Ethereum, was 11 for Bitcoin 7, but this 7 green candles in a row for Bitcoin basically happened because the sell volume was low. There was almost no sell volume. Like you can see over here, I think over here you can clearly see we were in the, let's say mid-June, we were of course still having huge amounts of selling volume, but while we were closing in towards August, mid-July, the sell volume was extremely low. And if we're looking to the sell volume ranges that we're right now trading on, we are trading even below the ranges like we have in July. So there's definitely not a large amount of people willing to step out of the market right now. There are not a large amount of sellers, and especially if you compare it towards where we were previously standing. And let me get this in front of the screen, because I have still downloaded this thing, if I say it correctly. I do have it. So let me get it in front of the screen here for you guys. And yeah, you can clearly see the sell volume is not necessarily so high right now, and you want to be comparing it to, I have to be making it a little bit smaller, excuse me. Let me in the meantime get the Bitcoin chart in the background for you guys, so you can still see the Bitcoin price action a little bit. So yeah, what you basically are having right now here is that the sell volume is not so high, and you can clearly see it right now in front of your screen here. Mid-June we are having the same amount of selling volume around the ranges here of mid-July, and right now the sell volume has been not sitting so low since the beginning of December 2020. So yeah, it has been of course pretty interesting to look at it. But basically what we know, and it's also a very inevitable event that we're right now having here, that no one is willing to sell their Bitcoin for dollars. Because why should you be holding dollars? That is the real question that you want to be asking yourself. Why should you be selling your Bitcoins for dollars? Because those dollars are not going to necessarily have a lot of worth. And I think as well with the stock market crash, guys, how is America going to solve this crash on the stock market? I can tell you already how they are going to solve it. They're going to just print more money. And they're just going to print more money, because everyone is right now scared for the stock market, because the stock market is going to have a very negative effect on Bitcoin right now. But how are they going to solve it? Because I know for sure, probably the US stock market doesn't want to be getting dragged down because of China and because of Hong Kong, basically, because of the real estate over there. They are just going to print money to push their stock market up again. In my opinion, that is definitely what's going to happen. They are going to start once again printing even more money. That will be once again resulting in the prices of the stock market rising once again. Bitcoin will be, of course, benefit from it. Bitcoin will be as well rise from then. And in the end of the day, it's only going to have a negative influence on your dollars that you are holding. Probably a lot of you guys right now watching are still holding dollars. If you're saving in dollars, I think that is not a part of I can't stress enough about it, because I know still some friends of mine as well. They are saving their money in dollars or in euros. I don't get it. I want to save in Bitcoins. One Bitcoin is always one Bitcoin. If it's going to trade on 40K or 50K, it's always one Bitcoin. And what I know and what my vision is here is for the future. I don't care if we're going to get these minor drop-offs or whatsoever, because I know if I'm going to hold my Bitcoins for the longer term, it's going to be extremely profitable. And yes, I'm as well a trader. I try to catch every single move in the market. But with these events right now, you should be not getting so worried, and you should not be saying we are in a bear market or whatsoever, because there has never been so much institutional interest. And do you really think we're going to go ever below the 30K? I don't think so, because there was no one willing to sell with the Bitcoin on the 28K, and that's the reason why we increased, right? So definitely interesting to see here. So let me see. This YouTuber have never talked about the bear market. Strange. I mean, I have been saying it several times here on my channel as well. If you don't know it yet here, go to my YouTube channel. And 3 weeks ago, I as well posted here on my Twitter. And look at this. Listen to this. I will let you guys listen to this. Excuse me. You will hear it right now. Oh, you don't hear it. Excuse me. Let me do this. You don't hear it. Excuse me. But yeah, basically what I'm saying in this clip here is that I was of course already predicting this drop off, of course, that we were getting in the market. Like you can see it on my channel. And what I was saying here is as well in this update video, and I will be explaining it real quickly. And it's not about shilling or saying, oh, I was so good with predicting that correction. No, not at all. Because in that video, I was basically saying we are going to see a correction from Bitcoin, because I was saying before, I was talking about the market structure. The market structure was looking very similar, like here, and of course I was already talking about it, and I see a lot of people talking about it right now as well. But in the video I was talking about that the market structure was looking very bearish. And then second of all, I said to everyone, we're going to most likely form a lower high, and on that lower high, and you can check my Twitter as well to see that over there, in that lower high, a lot of people are going to call for a bear market. And it's once again nothing about shilling or whatsoever, because I know probably a lot of people are going to... Oh, sorry. Excuse me, my microphone was double. Excuse me so much. Excuse me so much. You guys are saying it. Excuse me, guys. I will be going back. I will echo Rover. Thank you so much for notifying me. Thank you so much for notifying me. You guys are absolutely the best here. Excuse me. I will be going to continue with my story right now here. I was trying to fix the background music sound, but I did unfortunately touch something wrong over there. So yeah, what I basically was willing to say here is that we are most likely, I was telling to everyone in the video, we are going to create a lower high, and on this next lower high that we're going to create, a lot of people are going to start panicking, because they think, oh, was the 64K still the all-time high? Oh, and right now we're forming a lower high, and once again the lower high, this is of course the end of Bitcoin. That is of course what everyone is going to think. Not everyone, because there are still people like me out there that have a good long-term vision on Bitcoin, but a lot of people are going to start panicking because they think the market structure is looking bad. But what they don't know is that the whales have so much influence in the market that they can let you think the market structure is looking too bad, and that they want you to exit the market. And personally, I don't think that we are in a bear market. And I base this purely because the fundamental changes we have been seeing in the past 4 years. Bitcoin is fundamentally so different right now compared to Bitcoin 4 years ago. So I don't think that you can compare these cycles to each other. And I definitely think that this is the year. I mean, the point here is that cycles, guys, I also think that I can't stress enough about. I also think cycles on Bitcoin. People say it has to happen once again on these cycles. But what you don't know here is that these cycles, we only have we have only 2 points of significance. We only have, of course, 2 halving events. And of course, these 2 halving events led towards an exponential price surge in a certain amount of time. And then we decreased. And then, of course, on the halving 2, we saw the exact same. But we have not seen it in halving 3, because we are right now in the halving 3 phase. And that is the important part you have to know about Bitcoin right now here. It doesn't necessarily has to be the same time over again, because by then it was a whole different market. We were not seeing these institutions stepping in towards the market like crazy, what we are seeing right now here. So definitely very interesting to see. And of course, I can talk about this all day. I can talk about this the whole day. And in the meantime, guys, I want to be asking you guys for a quick favor, and that is by smashing up the like button right now here. If you're going to smash up the like button, you can do it in literally a few seconds. You will be not only helping me out, but you will be helping out the whole cryptocurrency industry, because the more people that are going to smash up the like button right now, the more people will be getting exposed to crypto. And of course, the more people will be getting exposed to crypto, the higher the prices could be running in the end of the day here. So make sure to take a few seconds of your time to smash up the like button. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell notification if you don't want to be missing out on any of these future update videos here on the channel. So if you haven't already, make sure to do so. Maybe we could be reaching the 60.6k subscribers today. I will be truly grateful if we could be reaching it. Looking forward towards what we could be doing, of course. So let me go back into towards the Bitcoin price action. And like you can see, yeah, we did close the 4-hourly candle above the 0.5 here in the Fibonacci. This is going to be an important level that we have to be holding on right now here. And let me see. Rover, we can hear your real voice, man. What do you mean? What do you mean? Test. What? I don't know. I don't know exactly what you're saying, Shane. Everything is good, right? Everything is good. Drink some water. Smash it. I will drink some water for you guys. So let me know if you have as well a request coin. Let me talk about Solana for you guys out there, because I know a lot of you guys love Solana. I mean, I've been quite bearish on Solana the whole time around. I've been not a big fan of it, even though it was pumping. But let me talk a little bit about it for you guys out there. And it's pretty funny, because let me as well pull up on a poll here right now in the chat, because I see a lot of people saying sell before the dumps come. You please buy more so I can. So we need your liquidity. I mean, I definitely disagree with it. Do you think we are in a bear market? So I will be putting up a poll right now. Oh. That was a wrong poll. It came out of nowhere. It came a wrong poll. So let me put up right now, very interesting new poll, guys. Let me make up a new poll, and let me ask you guys if you think, do you think we are in a bear market? Yes or the no? So guys, let me know right now in the live chat. I just made a new poll, and let me know in the live chat what you guys currently think of it. Do you think we are in a bear market? So in the meantime, Bitcoin dropping off even further. Of course, we will be keeping our eyes out on Bitcoin right now here. We will be keeping our eyes out on Bitcoin. So let me disable this this Fibonacci. This trend-based Fibonacci, and let me enable some horizontal levels of support. So like you can see over here, yes, we failed to hold on towards the 43.9k here. We retested this level of support, and like I told everyone before already, 42.4k could be a very strong level that we could be finding some support on here. So I see currently that approximately 34% of the voters is saying that we are right in the bear market, and 66% of the voters is saying no. So it's pretty interesting, of course. You guys really smashing up these votes. Of course, make sure to vote, because I really want to be knowing what you guys currently think of it, because in my opinion, the more people that are going to think that we are in a bear market, the more convinced I will be getting that we're not in a bear market right now. So in the meantime, Bitcoin is dropping even further. Bitcoin is even dropping further. Oh, I was just kidding. Shane, you were kidding me. That was pretty cool, man. You really got me over there. So yeah, in the meantime, Bitcoin, of course, like you can see, we were unable to hold on towards this, this 43.9k, like you can see right in the right side of your screen. Since, of course, not holding on towards this level, we retested even as resistance. And like you can see, this level has been proving itself to be very strong support over here. And I can let you go back into towards the past as well to show you guys some more levels of identification and, of course, some more levels of significance. And yeah, you can clearly see right now, we are getting a very significant rejection by the 43.9k after retesting this level once again successfully as resistance. Since we were not able to close above it, we retested it as resistance, and our next target where I want to be seeing Bitcoin bouncing from off is the 42.4k, and I will be starting as well to accumulate the 5x long position over there. So yeah, if you want to be joining me, you can be right now as well. Sign up here with BYBIT in the link in the description here. I already set up several long orders, and as well have an order on the 39.8k. I have as well another order on the 38.4k. And of course, if these orders all will be getting filled, it will be amazing. But personally, I don't anticipate it. But of course, the more orders are getting filled, the lower my entry price will be basically go here. So yeah, my first accumulation zone is going to start from off the 42.4k. And even though we're going to dip towards the 40k, is going to be still very positive for me, because I have a bigger amount of quantity in my trade. So I can't wait to see how we're going to do so. And yeah, you could be joining me, of course, by signing up right now in the highest link in the description. So let me see. Short printing led. So let me as well look at the short and long chart right now here, because earlier today we were already talking about the shorts and longs getting activated, but you can see right now the Bitcoin shorts is increasing once again here, of course, adding more selling pressure towards the market. I definitely think you want to be getting careful right now with shorting the market, especially of course longing as well. Still want to be saying it for sure. Longing or shorting the market right now is of course extremely risky, because once the volatility is high, it could be literally go either direction, of course. So yeah, you can see right now the shorts increase with 11%. This equals 130 Bitcoin, and that is equaling an approximately, if it's correctly, yeah, 700,000 US dollars, or 7 million. 7 million, excuse me, 7 million US dollars. And yeah, that is of course a quite insignificant amount of shorts getting added. But of course, if you're looking to the longs, it is even more. The longs is absolutely crazy, guys, how much longs we literally got added towards the market here in the past 10 hours. We added an approximately 921 Bitcoin long positions here, what equals an approximately 45 million US dollars in long positions here on Bitcoin. So 45 million US dollars in longs getting activated here right now on Bitcoin gives me as well, first of all, it gives a signal that there is more buying pressure getting added towards the market. Second of all, of course, if the market is going to decrease further, it will be adding more sell pressure. Of course, it's going to be very important to see the market increasing from that point, because otherwise these longs will be getting squeezed out of the market, and that will be once again resulting in that they have to be selling off their Bitcoin, and that will be once again resulting in more sell pressure. So that's of course important to see these orders not getting squeezed, because then the price target will be the price of Bitcoin will be even fall further. But what we do know here, historically speaking, if the Bitcoin longs tend to increase in its if the Bitcoin longs tend to increase in such a rapid pace, we usually get a very significant trend towards the upside, because as well with the shorts as well, but the shorts have me not increasing so significantly if we compare it to the Bitcoin longs here. But since the Bitcoin longs are increasing so significantly, it is usually as well give us a signal right now is that there are more people out there. There are probably a lot of some whales out there that know more than we know. And if that is really true, we could be, of course, see a very significant increasement from there on. So yeah, always keep your eyes straight here. But if we're looking, of course, to this previous rally here from the beginning of 8th of September, of course, towards the 14th of September, and if we're then going back to Bitcoin, and we'll be talking about Solana in a second here, till the 14th of September, they all went out of their long position. So that was around here. So of course over here the whale stepped out, because this was basically the retail push, and then we saw this pullback, and this in the end of the day happened, of course. So yeah, this event is purely because of the stock market, in my opinion, nothing to do with Bitcoin at all right now. So yeah, pretty interesting what we're right now having here. But yeah, you want to be looking at what these orders are saying you as well, because yeah, a lot of long orders right now getting added here. And the last time that we saw of course this rise towards the till the 18th, and it was an approximately 8% rise here, or till the 14th. So there was an approximately 7% rise here. So you want to be keeping your eyes out on this important chart, of course. You want to be keeping your eyes out on it. So guys, very close towards this next major level of support. Let me know in the chat if you think this level will be holding. And as well, in the meantime, I see 800 voters have been voting here in the poll that we put up here in the live chat. And you guys are right now saying here, let me see, 65% of the voters are right now saying that we are not in a bear market, and 35% of the voters are saying we are in a bear market. So, I mean, if I was asking this poll, if I was asking and putting up this poll literally 3 weeks ago, I think it was literally being 2% think yes, 80 and 98% will be saying no, we're not in a bear market. So right now it's all different, and that is once again because Bitcoin is, like you can already fill it in, an emotional asset. Bitcoin is an emotional asset, and that is the reason why a lot of people are right now saying we are in a bear market. So yeah, pretty interesting, of course, what people think, and pretty interesting that people always tend to, of course, attach their emotion towards it, because before this catastrophic event happened, everyone thought we were still in the bull market. But of course, it was likely to get this correction to shake out, first of all, the weekends. The people have to be thinking we are in a bear market in order, of course, to continue the trend up, because not everyone can get crypto rich. And the people that are probably going to take their profits off and think the market is going to move back to 20K are most likely the people that will be buying back around a new all-time high here. Because yes, we need, of course, as well buying pressure on the on the top here. So let me see. Can you please tell me when it will be starting to fall here? Bitcoin will be starting to fall. In my opinion, guys, if I have to be giving you guys a very honest opinion, when do I expect Bitcoin stopping to fall? I think 1 or 2 hours after the stock market open, because I think, especially right now, because a lot of people, I think if you're right now the Fear and Greed Index, of course, not updating, guys, but it is a very simple lesson. It's a very, very simple lesson in Bitcoin to be profitable, and that is to always buy the fear. And right now it's not updating, so it's still on 50. Next update we'll be giving here in 11 hours from here on. But it is very simple. It's a very simple rule in Bitcoin and crypto, because crypto is a very emotional space industry. Once everyone is not talking about Bitcoin, buy it. If everyone is in fear, if everyone wants to be getting rid of their Bitcoin, you want to be buying it. Because in the meantime, this is most likely a retail drop-off. Is most likely a retail drop-off, because no institutions are right now selling. Michael Saylor is not selling right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we are going to get a tweet in a second here that Michael Saylor added another 1,000 Bitcoins to their portfolio. I mean, it is definitely not, the Bitcoin is not in a bear market, in my opinion. This is, once again, these events, we need these events, of course, to happen, to send Bitcoin absolutely towards a new all-time high here. But in the meantime, guys, we are seeing Bitcoin retracing almost towards at least my first long position that my first long target that I could be approaching here for Bitcoin. So it's going to be very important. And once again, going to say it, Bitcoin getting so overextended on the 1 hourly candles right now, guys. We are sitting 16 on the 1 hourly RSI. This is, of course, a crazy low digit that we're right now trading on as well. The 4 hourly RSI, the last time that we were so oversold, and let me tell this to you guys, the last time that we were so oversold, I have to really go back very far, was the 4th of September 2020, guys. Look at this. And if I then go back to the 4th of September 2020, guys, we have not been so oversold to the 4 hourly candles for such a long time here. This was the last time. And when was this? This was, of course, after this happened, look at this. What did we got? We saw a very significant rise. I mean, you have to be looking. Of course, it's an lacking indicator. We could be for sure see some more sell pressure. The markets could be very buying for the coming maybe 1 or 2 days. Maybe you're going to still make a loss in your investment if you're going to step in Bitcoin right now here. But what we know, historically speaking, is that once Bitcoin is oversold, it is a good buying opportunity. And how oversold are we right now? We have not been so oversold for exactly a year ago. A year ago, we were so oversold. And it is, once again, very simple. If everyone is in fear, you want to be greedy. And as well, Marcus Prince right now saying here, what do you think is the bottom for Ethereum? And I've been already going over this several times. What do I think is going to be the bottom for Ethereum? And it's going to be 2,800 towards the 3,000 US dollars. And this is basically we are right now testing very critical support, guys. Personally, it's going to come all down what Bitcoin is going to do. If Ethereum is really, it's going to come down on what Bitcoin is going to do. If Ethereum is going to be, of course, if Bitcoin is going to, of course, decrease further, it's going to be Ethereum that's as well going to fall further. But right now, it's definitely not the time to be panicking. This is, of course, the time to be greedy. This is definitely the time to be greedy. But yeah, you can see basically a very interesting range. Let me go to a clear chart without these horizontal levels here. But by the way, you can see we're right now getting a very clear touch of this critical level of horizontal support. But let me go to a clear chart real quickly. And that is this chart. Let me see. And let me remove this orange box over here. And let me set up an orange box from this point. So this is basically this orange box over here. This is going to be whole accumulation. This is going to be accumulation. And I can tell you already, as the price is dropping so quickly right now here, it can be as well recovering. So keep your eyes out on that. Be smart, think wise right now. It is definitely not the time to be panicking. It is not a good time to be panicking, in my opinion. For sure, have been saying it already. There could be for sure another event. Bitcoin could be for sure pushing towards the 40K right now. It is extremely likely that Bitcoin is going to do so. It is extremely likely that the Bitcoin price is going to fall even further from here on, because the fear is still extremely high because of the stock market. And I don't really necessarily get it, because the fear is, I do get it, of course, but right now, because of the fear is so high, it has to already give you some signals where we are right now standing in the market, of course, because the more and more people are going to get in this fear, the more and more bullish I will be getting on the market, basically. So make sure that you're going to keep your attention on it. And Bitcoin, of course, moving down even further. My Ethereum bottom, not necessarily bottom, but this is, of course, for sure going to be my accumulation zone. The reason why previous very strong resistance right now is going to flip into support, as well as I'm going to set up a very interesting Fibonacci. Let me see. And I have to set up correctly. Give me a second, guys, to set up this Fibonacci correctly. Yeah, like this. So right now I have the exact good targets. So yeah, basically what I will be saying for Ethereum, what is the worst case scenario for Ethereum right now? 2,713 US dollars. That is my worst case scenario for Ethereum. Of course, this is the 0.236 here in the Fibonacci. So this is, of course, the worst possibility for Ethereum that's going to happen here. But I think your accumulation already has to start from this orange box here, of course. So my range where I should definitely say this is a very good price for Ethereum is between the range that we're right now trading on, so the $3,000 towards the $2,700. So yeah, we are right now definitely in very interesting times here. Are you going to be benefiting from it, or are you going to say no, I will be selling it? It's of course all up to you. I'm not a financial advisor, I can't give you any financial advice, but at least I'm not selling a bit of my Bitcoin or crypto. I'm not selling a bit right now, because I don't think it is part of the strategy, and I don't think that we should be doing so. And I'm even trying to start, of course, accumulating a swing trade position towards the upside, because my order just got filled here on BYBIT. So I will be building up a swing trade position from up to 42.4k, like you can see, and my order is already filled here, so this is of course absolutely beautiful. And I personally do expect that the 42.4k is going to be providing very strong support. And if you're wondering why I do expect this, so let me of course address the 42.4k and why this is going to be in very strong level of support here. Is that if we're looking at Bitcoin on the daily time frame, and I'm very glad that my order just got filled, by the way. If we're looking at Bitcoin at a daily time frame, first of all, if we're looking to the Fibonacci extension, to look at very interesting levels where we could be finding some very strong support on this current ongoing trend. You can see over here, oh, you have to see it on the left side here. The 43k is of course an approximately level, is going to be major support that Bitcoin is most likely going to hold on towards. And second of all, if I'm going to set up a Fibonacci from the swing high over here, of the the all-time high towards the swing low here of this this run down here, you can see the golden pocket entry is just got touched, because we retraced back towards the 42.5k, and that is of course the golden pocket in the Bitcoin price, sorry, in the Bitcoin Fibonacci retracement. So yeah, I love to see this. I love to get these golden pocket entries. You don't have these opportunities every single day, and like I told everyone before, maybe you're going to say you're going to go to Rec City. Of course, you can definitely say that, but I have several levels set up here. I will be as well add more to my position if we're going to retrace back to the 39.8k, and as well if we're going to retrace back to the 38.4k, I will be as well have another limit order over that. And of course, the lower the price is basically going to move for Bitcoin, the more quantity I will be adding to my position, the bigger position I will be getting, and the lower entry price I will be getting here. So looking forward towards it. So how much shorting on? I definitely should be very careful with either longing or shorting the market right now here. Of course, I'm longing the market from the 42.4k, but still going to say this: you want to be extremely careful. It is not responsible to in my opinion, to either long or short the market, because there could be of course high amounts of volatility. And if you're trading the market, I should only say, let's say, do it with an extreme amount of low leverage. Do it with very, very low leverage. I'm using a 5x, and I should definitely not do even more than that here. Let me see. I only have 35k, but I want a full Bitcoin. I mean, man, I think the chances are very, very minor for that one. I mean, 88 under $2. Let me see at 88. Of course, guys, like expected, altcoins taking a bigger hit than Bitcoin right now. Definitely like expected. And give me as well a second, guys. I have to put my air conditioning a little bit lower. Yeah, it's getting pretty hot in the room, guys. So, by the way, I see we're having 2,000 live viewers right here. It would be truly amazing if you could be smashing up the like button, because, guys, we are only 7 likes away before smashing it up to 500 likes. So it would be truly amazing if you're going to smash up the like button right now here. Of course, the more people that are going to smash up the like button, the more viral cryptocurrency content is going. And of course, the more viral cryptocurrency content is going, the more people will be getting exposed to crypto. So yeah, we'll be highly appreciated if you're going to take a few seconds of your time if you think this this content is valuable for you, of course. So let me then go over the Ethereum, over the Cardano price action. Let me right away go over the price. Is it smart to buy altcoins? I think no. I think don't think that altcoins are right now necessarily good buy here, because Bitcoin almost look to be bouncing off from here on. I don't think it's an extreme strong zone to buy and accumulate your altcoins off. In my opinion. So yeah, this target is once again showing the significance to 42.4k. It is once again right now showing at least some kind of support. Of course, I would like to see the market moving up way stronger, but it is already showing some kinds of importance, this level. So let's see how this level will be reacting. Definitely think it's going to be a strong level of support that you should be approaching right now here. But if I'm looking to Cardano, what can we be looking at right now? Cardano, of course, is moving below the $2. Was just trading below the $2. I want to be seeing the 0.786 getting touched here, because 0.786 is going to be a very important level of support. And once again, it's going to be important. We have to be reevaluating tomorrow really the market, how it is looking, because today there's a lot of volatility. Tomorrow I expect the market to settle down ever so slightly, because of course tomorrow the stock market open has been gone, etc., etc. And of course everything is behind us right now. So let's say tomorrow I want to be seeing where the daily candle of today has been closed. Of course, if the daily candle, let's say, closed below the 0.618 here in the Fibonacci for Cardano, I will be expecting lower price targets. So for now on, for me, it's going to be important to determine and to wait to see where the market is going to close here, where this daily candle is going to close. Because for me right now, I should definitely say stay away from altcoins. Of course, you could be making some very sick gains here in the market for sure, but look at this look at this entry price, guys. This is absolutely beautiful for now. And of course, I know it could be for sure reversed very quickly, because in Bitcoin you never know what's going to do here. But my order here on the 42.4k was definitely a very strong order, like you can see right now here, and my order got completely filled. So I'm already very happy with this entry price I got here. And if you want to be trading as well here, make sure to sign up with the highest link in the description. You'll be as well get a very significant deposit bonus. So let me see. Rover still holding my 48.4k short. Nice in 300% profit. Yeah, you're doing an absolutely good job here. And for sure, I do expect the market could be seeing some more pressure towards the downside, because like I have been saying several times already, the stock market about to open here in approximately 45 minutes. We're going to see the stock market getting opened, and that could be really resulting in a lot of volatility for the Bitcoin price actually. But I do think that the most amount of fear is already out of the market right now here. So let's see how it's going to be reacting towards it, and maybe we could be seeing even a short squeeze. But I will be definitely have to wait on the sidelines for that one. So yeah. Let's see how this is going to be reacting. But I do know that the 42.4k has been proving itself already in the past like a very strong level of support. It is daily golden pocket entry, and of course daily support is the strongest support that there possibly is on Bitcoin. So still going to be raising the awareness on this one right now. But in the meantime, yeah, altcoins. Is it smart to buy altcoins? I've been already saying it several times here. Bitcoin dominance looks to be forming a double bottom. So for me on, you can see Bitcoin is dumping on today's candle, and you can see the Bitcoin dominance shoots up with another 2%. So no, I don't think so. That altcoins are necessarily a strong buy, because yeah, you can see I don't like this this structure. If you're let's say pro altcoins, you don't like the structure. If you're pro Bitcoin, you like the structure, because this is going to signify Bitcoin is going to outperforming the alts, at least for the coming weeks, in my opinion. So let's see how this is going to be resulting. Of course, let's say we're going to increase back towards the top side. We could be maybe approach this like a W, because then it's going to be forming a clear W. But like I've been as well going over already in the beginning of the stream, if it's, let's say, going to bend over and going to go for another touch of the 39.8% here, basically, this will be resulting in me probably going to load up on even more altcoins, because if we're going to see a rollover from here on and have another retest of the 39.8% here in the Bitcoin dominance, it means first of all that we're not confirming a double bottom. Second of all, it means that we're going for a third retest, and of course, the more times we're retesting this certain level of support, the more likely it's going to be breaking, because the more times you're knocking on the door, the more likely that the door is going to break here. So that's of course important to keep your eyes out on here. So guys, as well, we smashed it through the 60.6k subscribers. So that's really amazing. Thank you so much for smashing it up once again here. You guys are absolutely the best out there. So is it good to sell everything? And that's a real question that you have to be asking yourself. I mean, I already have a clear opinion about it, but I am not a financial advisor. You really have to be making your own decisions about that one. But personally, no, I am always buying fear. If everyone is in fear, I will be buying. Once there's blood in the street, I'm buying. I mean, it is very simple. You can call me a moonboy or whatsoever, but you just have to know the game. If everyone is going to be fearful, I will be greedy. And right now, like you can see already, a lot of people are in fear. There are so many people in fear, and it is crazy. 40% of the people think we are in a bear market. Just confirming my thoughts, I will be only getting more and more bullish from here on. And that's, of course, always doesn't necessarily make me the most popular person here on the internet, but it does make me one of the more profitable persons out there. So, yeah, definitely not looking to sell around these ranges. Definitely not looking to sell around these ranges. So, let me see. This is the last sell of boys. I'm excited. I mean, like I was well tweeted earlier today, we need a correction before moving up, because every single all-time high that we got created and every single huge hype run up that we got created here, we first saw a very massive retracement. Guys, look at this level. Look at the 42.4k holding on here. I'm very glad my entry got filled over here. Already up in approximately 2% here in my trade here. Let me see. Yeah, 10.5% right now in the profit here. So it's definitely looking very exciting right now. 43.3k. Definitely can't wait to see how this is going to be resulting here. I personally do think it's a strong accumulation zone, but still going to say it. Could be still resulting in another leg down from here on. Could be for sure happening. But still, you want to be looking at these certain things that you're right now seeing here. The 1 hour and 4 hour candles has not been so oversold here. And this is well very strong level of horizontal support coming together with the daily golden pocket entry for Bitcoin. Several things coming together. Of course, today's candle is going to be very important as well for Bitcoin, because is Bitcoin going to hold the support line, guys? Let me know in the chat right now. Do you think we're going to hold on towards it? I personally think there's still likely a possibility that we could be seeing Bitcoin still has enough time to push up back towards the upside, in my opinion. What is happening? Someone is asking me what is happening in the chat. And you have been definitely laying below. Maybe you're from the USA. That's, of course, also a very good probability. But yeah, stock market is looking very weak here. We are having some very interesting things with every grade, of course. Hong Kong real estate. Right now resulting in, yeah, of course, the stock market to crash. And that once again is not necessarily crashing, but stock market to take a bigger hit. And then, of course, the stock market taking a hit, resulting in Bitcoin taking once again a hit from there on. And you can see... yeah, of course, Bitcoin has been losing the territory of the 44k, what is, of course, was a very important level for Bitcoin to hold on towards, because like you can see here, 44.8k was a very strong level of support. But yeah, still going to say the daily candle has not been closed here, and for me, it's going to be important to see where the daily candle will be closing to determine how strong Bitcoin is going to be here. Agree. To take profit, rebuy in 1 hour. I mean, definitely too risky for me. Of course, really depends on how much risk you're going to take. Once again, Bitcoin is coming all down to risk here. Are you going to sell your whole portfolio to buy back in 1 hour? I don't know. I don't see the point for me. I don't see the point for taking that risk. That's a pretty big risk you're taking. And what is going to be the potential reward? You don't even know how significant the retracement is going to be here. I personally do think there's a lot of fear already out of the market. We are not going to necessarily see another... major drop off from here on. I don't see Bitcoin going even... Yeah, of course, it is most likely going to happen. I can already tell you, Bitcoin is most likely going to go, maybe see this potential leg towards the 41k getting right here, maybe even 40k. It is very likely that we're going to see it, but is it really going to worth the risk here? That's the real question that you have to be asking yourself. So I see a lot of people right now saying, and of course doing the things right now that they are saying, selling off all their Bitcoins. On this time, I do think if you're selling off your Bitcoins after the dump, you're going to wreck city. Let's say you sold the top over here. You did a very, congratulations to you. I mean, you have done a very strong job over there. And if you're then buying back around this range, you're doing a good job. And you're even holding some more tether aside to buy back the lower size, you're doing an amazing job. But selling it right now, I have a big doubt about that one. Selling right now for potentially buying back cheaper, it's too high of a risk for the potential reward. You have to always measure the risk to the reward. And right now, in my opinion, you're not necessarily doing a very good risk to reward calculation over here. So yeah, also, let me see. It's just too late to panic sell. Indeed, it's too late to panic sell right now. It's too late to be panic selling. And yeah, of course, everyone, you could be for sure still panic sell, but in my opinion, it's too late. It's too late, because if you're going to panic sell right now, you are belonging to the top panic sellers. And like I as well tweeted about it. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter, guys. We are very close with reaching 14,000 followers. If you don't know what I'm doing on Twitter, I post daily stuff here about the market. I update you guys, and I will be always telling you guys what the technical analysis is really telling you. So yeah, sometimes technical analysis can be wrong here, but I will be always telling you guys here what the technical analysis is telling us. And of course, if the market is oversold, overvalued, or if we're seeing some kind of a trend reverse signal, I will be always going to address this to you guys. So make sure to hit that follow button here, first of all, on my YouTube page, to stay up to date about realistic price predictions and realistic price analysis, because that is literally what we're doing here. As well, follow me on Twitter if you want to be finding out about these things here. As well, I tweet about all these interesting things there about these levels of support or resistance. What I said here, if we're going to touch the 42.4k, I'm going to long Bitcoin. And of course, like you can see, we touched the 42.4k, and we already have been seeing a 3% push towards the upside, approximately 2.2% here. Still, I have several orders set up here to, of course, push down my entry price if we're potentially going to go even lower. As well, I keep you guys up to date about a lot of other things here on the market, about the selling volume, and of course a lot of on-chain information. And of course, I said as well this, and let me know if you agree with this tweet right now. In a few weeks, you will be regretting that you have not been accumulating these prices. Let me know, do you agree or do you disagree with this statement? I will be right now look at the chat here and just say 1 if you agree with this statement, say 2 in the chat if you disagree with this statement right now here. Let me see what you guys think here, because I'm very curious if you guys agree or disagree with the statement. I personally expect to see Q4 to be very bullish, and September, of course, is generally speaking very bearish month here. So yeah, we could be seeing some sideways action near the end of the for the coming days from now, and maybe start to increase once again from up to the 24th of September. But October is for sure going to be a bullish month, and then we are getting pretty close. So I see 1 is, of course, you are agreeing with the statement. 2, you disagree with the statement. So I see a lot of ones coming in the chat. So you guys really think that it is a good statement? Okay, that's nice to know here, because I definitely definitely think that is a good statement that I made here, because a lot of people will be probably, yeah, definitely going to be regretting to not accumulate their rented ranges. And for everyone who's right now saying, the one in the chat, I mean, congratulations, because a lot of people, if I was probably doing this, let's say, previously in January 2021, while we were getting to correction, a lot of people were having too much fear. People were not handling these dips, but right now I see more and more people are going to be able to handle these dips here. And definitely congratulations, especially the followers of me. Congratulations that you're capable, of course, not panic selling the market right now, because if you're going to have a skill set that you're not going to attach your emotions towards the market of crypto, you're already going to crush the opposition for sure, because the most amount of people that lose their money with crypto is basically because they're panic buying and panic selling, because panic buying is also a very big issue for a lot of people. And like over here, everyone felt invincible because the price was only going up, and then you see of course, there's such a significant correction, and then you, of course, yeah, the guy, I was bearish over here on the top side, and everyone was hating me to be bearish. Right now I'm bullish on the lower side, and everyone is hating me to be bullish. So of course, always different opinions, but usually the not most popular opinion is going to be the best opinion to have here. So I will be always realistic with you guys out there, and of course you may like it or not like it, but this is going to be very exciting here, and what we're going to have here. Let me see. And also, a thing that's pretty interesting, I see so many people calling for the stock market to crash here. And I definitely think too many people are calling for the stock market to crash to really see this happening over here. Let me see. Dump to the 40k to wreck longs. Let's see what we're going. By the way, let me look at the long liquidations and short liquidation, because this is important to see, of course. Are there really some significant amounts of longs getting liquidated, and shorts? That is, of course, important to keep your eyes out on. So let me quickly check on this. Well, I want to be asking you guys for a quick favor here. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to smash up the like button. And of course, we are right now only 22 subscribers away before reaching it towards the 60.7k subscribers. So it will be highly appreciated if you could be smashing up the like button and subscribing right now here, because then you could be joining this channel as well and stay up to date about all the market updates that we're going to bring to you guys. So let me quickly look at the liquidations right now on Bitcoin. So we have seen in the past 24 hours an approximately $500 million liquidation in Bitcoin. Of course, quite a significant amount of liquidations, of course, happened today. You can see already on Ethereum, we saw on the 300 million. That's, of course, quite a lot for Ethereum, to be very honest. As well, XRP having quite a large amount of liquidations right now, getting spoiled. And, of course, a Cardano as well. So, yeah, let's see if we could really see these spikes in liquidations getting formed, if we're going to really see another significant volatile move here in the market. I do expect that we're going to see more volatile moves in the market in the coming hours from here on. Guys, in 4 minutes, by the way, we are going to close this 1 hour candle, and exactly as well in 4 minutes, we're another 30 minutes away before opening the stock market. So that's going to be, of course, quite the exciting time that I can't wait for, of course. So yeah, the stock market open and close coming very close right now here. So yeah, looking forward to it. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I think the stock market is opening in 5 minutes. I mean, the S&P 500 is opening in 5 minutes, if I say it correctly. And the Dow Jones stocks is opening in 35 minutes. But I know the S&P 500 is, I think, is going to open here. Yeah, it's going. Oh no, wait, it is going to open on 35 minutes. Excuse me, it is going to open in 35 minutes. So yeah, another 35 minutes before the S&P 500 is going to open. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Going to be pretty exciting where it's going to go towards. So excuse me for saying this incorrectly. Stick to Ethereum and Bitcoin. I think, yeah, that's the most safe strategy, of course. As you can see, liquidations are running up right now. So stay with the US stock market opening. Of course, I will be, guys, let me know. Should I be? Yeah, I will be for sure staying live for them. I will be for sure staying live here. But let's see if we could be reaching maybe the 1,000 likes on the stream here. I will be truly highly appreciated if we could be reaching that. So don't forget to smash it up. And in the meantime, guys, about which altcoin should I take a look, real quick look here. Is there an altcoin that I have to look at right now here? Drop it in the live chat right now here, because I will be going over your requests right now here. So make sure to drop it. Make sure to drop it. Do you guys know to short? You can long and short the market through BYBIT, and you can be finding the link in the description, my man. Highest link in the description. I appreciate your hard work and consistency. I mean, I truly, I love it. I live for it. I live for it. So I see the request coming in here. So, let me see. Stay live, please, for sure. I will be staying live with you guys. I see, a lot of XRP requests. Let me go into XRP. I will be for sure trying to go over as well into more requests, because you guys always have quite a lot of requests for me, so we'll be trying to do the most amount of them. XRP dipping below the $1 sides, and have been, of course, looking at the worst case scenario. And this is my worst case scenario for XRP. have been talking about it. If we're going to fail to hold on towards the orange box, we are going to look at this green line. This green line is a heck of an important support line that we are currently having here. This is a very, very important upper sloping support line that we are currently generating. And this is going to be a level that I would be definitely starting to accumulate more XP around. And I definitely can't wait to see how this is going to be resulting. Because, yeah, I really want to be seeing this level getting hold on. Of course, if we're going to fail to hold on towards this level, I definitely don't really anticipate that we're going to easily fail to hold on towards this level. I do expect this is going to be a very strong level of support. Like you can see, if we're maybe still going to be creating a huge wick on the lower side, we could be still holding the orange box. But I don't think it's going to be a very likely scenario. But if we're going to really be able to touch this green line here, this is going to be for sure accumulation. And if you're wondering right now, how much dollars is this green line? It's trading on the 83 cents here. So, I mean, for me, what is the best range right now to do here is maybe set up some limit orders, because the price could be going down very quickly, going up very quickly as well here. So, yeah, I've been talking already about this level over here of the green line. This is an important level that you want to be keeping your eyes out on if XRP is really going to be failing to hold on towards the orange box. And of course, if we're going to see something like this, I do expect a very significant bounce from that point here. So as well, I see a donation coming in here from Race, and you're saying, with the ever-great fiasco, Elon Musk hoax, and El Salvador roading the over-adoption, stock crash, Coinbase hacks, Chinese miners shutdowns, should we sell? I mean, FUD. Do you hear it? FUD. FUD. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Should you sell? It is definitely your own decision. I can't give you any financial advice. But yeah, there will be always negative sides here. But I mean, you have to look as well at the bigger picture. I mean, look what currently is going on, right? So you have, let's say, companies like Facebook. You have, let's say, companies like Facebook. Why is Facebook so big? Because it's digital. It is online. Facebook is big because it's digital. It's online. And why is Amazon so big? Because it's, of course, competing against all these retail companies. But of course, Amazon is doing everything online. Why is Apple so good? Because they're doing as well. They're making cell phones. They're making something revolutionary. Bitcoin is exactly the same. Bitcoin is, of course, going to wreck all this, the cash. Bitcoin is going to wreck the cash. And the next economic crisis, it's going to be for sure that you're not going to have any cash anymore. And they're already going to set limits how much cash you can be spending. Did you already know that? I mean, there are some debates here in the Netherlands and in Europe about how much cash money you are allowed to spend a year because of climate, etc., because it's paper, etc., and they want to be going fully digital. So yeah, it's a question that you should be asking yourself. But my vision has not changed for Bitcoin. I'm still the biggest bull that you're going to see if I'm going to talk about the coming 10 years for Bitcoin. I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in the future of Bitcoin. And if I'm going to believe in the future of Bitcoin, I'm not selling right now. I'm not selling at all right now. I'm only buying more because my end goal is to get the most amount of Bitcoin, not the most amount of dollars. And of course, everyone has their own strategy. My strategy is to always buy once everyone is in fear, because if you're looking to all these events, my man, if you're looking to all these events, because Elon Musk, look at this. This is pretty funny, by the way, because the Elon Musk hoax, basically, what resulted in Elon Musk doing this, it of course resulted in this correction. And what resulted in this correction? Everyone was in fear. Everyone was selling off their Bitcoin. But while everyone was in fear, the prices was going up once again, because it's good to buy it once everyone is in fear. And if we're looking back to the Chinese miners selling down, of course, that was exactly as well on this drop off towards the downside. What could you have been doing while everyone was in fear? You could have been buying, and you were in amazing profits. So what has been the lesson of today is that once everyone is in fear, and it has been with every single asset, almost every single asset, and of course, sometimes there will become a turning point, let's say, when it's a wrong side of fear. But this is not necessarily a fear that you should be getting so worried about, because I definitely think it is not necessarily going to be so heavy on how it's going to be resulting in towards the market. I don't think it's going to have such a huge influence on the market like everyone is right now anticipating. So yeah, you really have to be making up your own decisions. You have to be making up your own mind right now. But I want to be buying the fear. Once everyone is going to sell off, I will be buying. So yeah, you have to be making your own decision out of that one, man. I can't give you any financial advice. As well, I see he donated to the channel. Thank you so much for your donation. As well, Rishi is asking me, I have an ADA long that is getting liquidated around the $1.54. Should I hold? I think if you're already are planning on holding your trade open until you get liquidated, I think this is not a smart decision, man, because that's not risk-free trading. Because if you're going to trade, you have to be always measuring your risk, and I think you're not having a good risk management. Because if you're going to trade with a good risk management setup, you're only going to, let's say, afford to lose, let's say, maybe maximum 15% of your trade. So no, I don't think that you should get it liquidated. And is it likely to get liquidated? I don't know, because I don't know exactly how hard Bitcoin will be reacting and how hard Bitcoin is going to fall. Is going to be likely that Cardano is going to see another 25% correction from here on? No, I don't think that it is likely to see Bitcoin and Cardano correcting so significantly from here on. But at the end of the day, you never know. Maybe the coming days are still going to be bearish. But yeah, in the end of the day, I do think, yeah, the $1.94 is a very strong level of accumulation. But I mean, should you keep it open or not right now? I can't answer the question, my man, because this once again a little bit of financial advice, and I can't give you that. I think you should never let your trade come close towards your liquidation price, because then you're trading irresponsible. But is it likely to see this target getting reached here in the coming day? I don't think so. I don't think so, in my man. There are very strong levels of previous resistance, like you can see over here as well. Previous resistance. This is still all going to provide us very strong support, and as well the Fibonacci is going to be providing us very strong support on Cardano. I don't see Cardano falling so significantly towards the downside from here on, in my opinion, of course. So yeah, you have to be basing your own, you have to be making your own thoughts as well. But yeah, let's see what it's going to be doing, of course. Man, your channel is amazing. That's so nice to hear, man. So thank you so much for joining me here on the stream here. And as well, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to hit the subscribe button right now. It will be truly amazing. I see we reached the 60.7k subscribers. It's truly crazy. It's truly crazy. I highly appreciate it, guys. As well, I want to be really reaching the 1,000 likes on this stream here. So we're right now only let's see, 130 likes away from it. So can we be reaching this this amazing goal of 1,000 likes on the stream? I think we can, because smashing up the like button is only going to take a few seconds over time. And it's only going to take a few seconds every time. And of course, we are watching with more than 2,000 of you. So let me as well go into the next coin, because yeah, XRP, of course, not a lot to talk about, but it is looking to bounce, of course, from that green line. Cardano, of course, we already discussed it earlier today. Let me as well go into Polkadot, because I've been pretty bullish on Polkadot. And what have I been saying, of course, on Polkadot? What is the likely scenario to play out here? That was this scenario. I was, of course, addressing it a few days ago, that we're going to see a retracement back towards this level and see some kind of this structure. And personally, I do think still this is going to be a valid structure that we could be seeing right now getting played on Polkadot, especially since we're right now retracing towards the level. So the reason why I'm anticipating this, you can see over here, we were seeing a huge momentum loss getting generated. So Polkadot still will be saying it. It is still looking pretty strong. It's still looking pretty solid, in my opinion. I'm still pretty bullish on Polkadot, and I've been already telling it to you guys out there. I will be buying more Polkadot as soon as we're going to go back towards this orange box of previous resistance, while Rhino flipped into support, of course. So yeah, since Rhino touching this level once again, I personally think, yeah, this is a very strong level of accumulation. You can see over here right now, higher highs getting formed here on the price section, lower highs getting generated here on the RSI. And this was, of course, resulting in a bearish divergence. This once again resulted in the price moving down from there on. But right now we are retesting a very critical level of support. And let me address this level of support to you guys out there. Polkadot is a good opportunity right now, because you can see over here in the past, this level provided first of all very strong resistance, very strong support, resistance over here, and right now it is providing support indeed. So yeah, Polkadot is trading on some very critical levels. We still, like I told everyone before, still have another 11 hours on today's candle, so I do still will be saying this to you guys out there. Polkadot is definitely going to hold on towards this line, in my opinion. It is going to be extremely likely, at least, to hold on towards the line in terms of risk management, but of course it will be all coming down towards Bitcoin in the end of the day. So very exciting what Polkadot is doing right now. But this is, for me at least, definitely accumulation. So as well, Anthony donated to Janelle, and you are saying, can you review Chili's? And let me go over it right away, my man. Chili's, of course, also decreasing ever so slightly. Let me remove all the draw. I can keep this drawing open for a second. You can see, first of all, this level of previous major resistance, major support, right now once again flipping in resistance, and you can see clearly it's providing the rejection right now here. Chili's, I mean, yes, Chili's definitely not a bad project, but in general, am I a huge fan of NFTs? No, I don't. I'm not a pretty good fan here of NFTs, and the reason why here is because I think it's a little bit of a bubble right now, NFTs. Maybe people agree or disagree with me, but I do think NFTs are a little bit too yeah, easy to make money off, and too big of a bubble. And some people are really, of course, scamming a lot of people with it as well. So you have to be careful with the NFT space as well. I do think, of course, it has a lot of future, it has a lot of potential, but right now, is this coin necessarily going to recover so significantly like the other projects like Cardano or so? I don't think so, in my opinion. Of course, still, I'm pretty bullish on it because Chili's is just a good asset, of course, working with these big teams, big names, of course. That is, of course, a good thing of Chili's. But yeah, as well, we could be maybe approach here downward slow resist line. We already broke this one, so yeah, not necessarily a lot of resist line that I'm currently spotting here. But let me set up a Fibonacci here from let's say the swing low over here. We set up this Fibonacci from the swing low over here towards the swing high over here. So I'm looking for a Fibonacci retracement. Sorry, extension levels. Swing low once again. And let me see if, oh, we already, of course, went through all the retracement levels. So, yeah, there's basically not a lot of the Fibonacci right now. There's not a lot of that the Fibonacci currently can tell us. So, yeah, pretty exciting and interesting what we're right now going to do here. Yeah, I mean, we're not able to hold on towards this top side of support or resistance. Yeah, we were finding some resistance on this level, but we were not able to claim this as support since, of course, the crash that we got here on the 7th of September, basically. So yeah, pretty exciting, but don't necessarily see a lot of levels that you should be approaching as major support. Yeah, you could see over here, previous resist was getting found on this level. Could be finding some support right now here, but not necessarily major levels of support. Of course, as soon as it's going to fail to hold on towards this level over here, should be anticipating the lows over here getting reached once again here. So yeah, let's see how it's going to be holding on. It's going to calm all down once again to Bitcoin today. Is Bitcoin going to perform very strong? You could be approaching for Chile. You could be definitely expect for Chile's to as well perform very strong right now. So yeah, you should be keeping your eyes on Bitcoin right now, my man. You have to keep your eyes on Bitcoin. So in the meantime, let me enable some volume. Let me go to this chart once again. Let's see what Bitcoin is right now doing on the 1 hourly candles. Bitcoin opened the new 1 hourly candle, of course. Still getting rejected on the top side, supported on the low side. So pretty significant candle that we got created over here. In the meantime, let me enable the volume. And let me see what we're having with today's volume. Of course, still relatively low volume, in my opinion, for such a significant correction. So that's still a thing that you should be paying your attention towards, especially if you compare it towards, let's say, the correction we got around May and the correction like we got in January. They were way higher in terms of volume. So yeah, pretty exciting what we are going to have right now. Still touching the 0.382 here. I do expect the volume will be increasing, especially because we're touching these important levels of previous resistance and support, and especially in the coming 20 minutes, guys. These are going to be the most exciting 20 minutes of the day here, because these 20 minutes are going to be the countdown towards the stock market opening, guys. So I can tell you already, guys, in 20 minutes, we are going to open the stock market. And guys, let me know right in the chat, what do you think? What is going to happen as soon as the stock market is going to open? Let me know right now here in the live chat, and I will be reading your comments, and of course see if I can be finding myself in an opinion of you guys as well. So I personally think that we're first of all going to see a minor correction from the point as soon as we're going to open. So in 20 minutes, the Bitcoin market as well most likely going to take a minor hit here, and I do think we're going to recover in a very rapid pace here as well, once again back towards the upside. So let's see how it's going to be reacting, and let me know what you guys currently. I will be looking at the chat. So everyone is saying it right now in the chat here. Yes, 20 minutes till the market is going to open. Yeah, the most exciting 20 minutes here that we're going to get here. A lot of people are saying dump. Buy or sell now in 20 minutes. One or the other. Of course, it's a bit of a risky approach here. So yeah, best for training purposes, definitely stay on the sidelines. If you're holding, there's no reason to be worried, because one Bitcoin will always be one Bitcoin. So let me see. Dump and then a push back towards the upside. Dump and pump. I could be for sure possible. Bitcoin will go up and won't go down. I mean, that could be for sure as well possibility. Gonna go down. What time at your place? My place is right now already 5 p.m. So it will be 5:30 for me that is going to open here. I'm right now currently in Dubai. And guys, by the way, if you want to be following me on my socials, you could be finding them in the link description. Of course, you could be following me on Twitter to stay up to date by the market updates. But you could be as well following me right now on Instagram. And my Instagram is as well in the link description. So check the highest link in the description. A lot of people that are impersonating me. So please don't be fooled by the people that are going to be impersonating me. But yeah, you can follow me here right now on Twitter. Sorry, on Instagram at CryptoRoveYT, and you can see some lifestyle stuff of me, what I currently do in my life at Citra, and what I do every single day here. So yeah, we'll be highly appreciated if you can take the follow button over there as well. So let me see. It's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be very interesting what we're going to have, guys. But too many people are anticipating it's going to be an extreme bloodbath, that I'm just thinking that we're going to see a straight up pump here. Could be for sure possible. Supporting you from Holland. I'm so from Holland, guys. Let me know as well in the chat where you're from. Let me know as well in the chat where you're from right now. Hoping for a $50 AVAX. Yeah, let me look as well at AVAX, because of course the opportunities in AVAX are as well pretty exciting what we could be getting over there. I truly hope for AVAX to as well decrease even further. Of course, we already reached the $54. It is right now retesting the previous all-time high. So yeah, it is a very strong level of support, of course, that we're right now retesting. So previous resistance getting retested right now as support. Will be lovely to see this level getting holden. So yeah, let's see how this is going to be reacting. Will AVEX be failing to hold on towards the all-time high? It's going to be a little bit bearish, of course. We are creating right now as well massive bearish divergence on the AVEX price action, even though I don't think necessarily in terms of risk to reward, AVEX is a good buy opportunity right now here. But as soon as we're going to start decreasing towards levels around $37 it's going to be a good opportunity. So I see already people saying, I'm from the Netherlands. Oh, a lot of people from the Netherlands over here. That's crazy. Yeah, hello, fellow country members. Philippines, Poland, India, Scotland, Brazil, Indonesia. You guys are once again always tuning in all over the world. So that's pretty amazing. Belgium. I'm from Utrecht, if you're wondering. But right now I don't live in the Netherlands anymore. I'm right now based in Dubai, but I basically live all over the world, and I come pretty frequently to the Netherlands still here. But yeah, it's a pretty nice place. Theo, that's pretty cool. I think it will be pushing down towards 49.9k. That could be for sure a possibility. Singapore as well, Venlo. Australia, Iran, you guys are absolutely, man. As well, Australia, are there people from the USA here? Are there people watching right now from the USA? Let me know. Are there people from the USA right now watching? Because it's pretty early probably from your side, and it's going to be as well pretty exciting if you're living over there, because the stock market is going to open in the USA in just a few minutes from here on. It's going to be pretty exciting how it's going. In the pre-markets, we are already moving up ever so slightly right now, guys, so that's pretty positive. We moved up 0.2% here in the pre-market. Of course, it doesn't sound that necessarily so much, but it is a little bit of a positive sign here. But let's see how this is going to be opening in 15 minutes, guys. So buy the dips. Even it scares you the most, indeed. It takes a lot of strength to buy dips. Not so easy as you think. USA, Jason Clark, of course, tuning in from the USA, and thank you so much for tuning in once again here. More people from the USA here. So yeah, pretty cool that you're tuning in from all over the world right now. Let me as well once again look at maybe some different charts, guys. Do you want to know what we could be expecting for the altcoins? Because if I'm going to look as well at the altcoins, I've been going over this chart already several times here. And look at this chart. This is the altcoin dominance chart, basically. 1,000 likes, Dan. Oh, we reached 1,000 likes? It's crazy. I was not even paying attention towards. So, guys, thank you so much once again. We even reached the 1,000 likes. I did not even pay the attention towards it. So, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, for smashing up that like button. Highly appreciated, of course. And as well, smashing up the subscribe button. You guys are absolutely crazy here. Thank you so much. Highly appreciate it. So, what you can see right now as well here on the Bitcoin dominance, the altcoin dominance chart. This chart, of course, is basically telling us how much dominance the altcoins is. It's basically the Bitcoin dominance, but then the other way around, and then the altcoin dominance. So, yeah, on this chart, we are seeing as well that the altcoin dominance is forming right now in a triple top approximately, or in short term, a double top. AKA the exact bottom. I mean, yeah, Bitcoin is of course forming a W, and the different way around, it is of course a double top. So yeah, on this chart, it's not looking necessarily so strong here. We're running into our critical resistance from there on. So yeah, it's pretty interesting what we're right now having. Pretty interesting as well. You can see top side of previous upper slope support right now flipping into resistance. So yeah, pretty interesting. Some people are asking me, can you look at the US dollar index? So yeah, of course, guys. Also a thing that we're right now having the dollar index increasing, and you can see it already. If you're zooming in today, of course, stock market decreasing. What is going to happen if the stock market is going to decrease? It's going to be the dollar index that's going to increase. And why is Bitcoin decreasing? Of course, not purely because of the dollar index increasing, but because the stock market is decreasing, the dollar index is increasing. And because the dollar index is increasing, it is having negative influence on Bitcoin. So that is, of course, a little bit of an metrics that we are right now having here. And of course, the dollar index moved up very significantly, like you can see over here. Past 4 days, moved up 1%. Pretty crazy amount of amount we moved up, of course. And right now, it is running towards very critical resistance. But I have to admit, the dollar index is looking quite strong right now. And the reason why I'm saying so, sorry, my neck is getting hurt because I sit here the whole day looking at the charts. It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. I can already tell you guys, and especially for the coming 14 minutes, I'm looking forward to it. But you can see over here, we formed, of course, this double bottom here on the dollar index. This is very important to keep your eyes on. A double bottom is a clear reversal signal, and it's going to be likely to expect the market to move up from a double bottom, right? So, pretty exciting what we're right now having, and we're right now as well running in towards some horizontal resistance, aka the neckline of this W retest. And of course, you know it, if we're going to measure this as a price target of this W, we could be seeing a very significant push towards the upside getting generated from here on. So let's say we're going to break this top side of this neckline for the dollar index. This is going to be signifying way more gains for the dollar index. And of course, if the dollar index is going to see this move towards the upside getting created here, this is going to be having a lot of negative influence once again on the stock market and on the Bitcoin price. So make sure that you're going to pay attention towards it. And also, one of these reasons why the stock market is right now looking down, is looking a little bit more bearish right now here, and Bitcoin as well, is because the dollar index is just looking so strong. So all these things coming together, of course, and that is resulting in right now the market's moving towards the downside on Bitcoin. So stock market, dollar index, all of these things combining right now, resulting in of course, the market moving up. But you can see it already, guys. Look at this. The S&P 500 and Bitcoin. How much coincidence is this? So you can see it already, guys. I will be comparing it as well in a second here. I will be setting, as soon as the stock market is going to open, I will be put Bitcoin and the S&P 500 on one screen so we can see the both charts at the same time, guys. How amazing is that? I think that's pretty crazy. So we could be, of course, see how much coincidence it will be having, how much it will be pumping at the same time here. So yeah, we are still another approximately 12 minutes away from it. So I'm looking forward towards it, and I can't wait to see when we are going to get this. So let me already set this up real quick. Let me set this up. So yeah, we can see on the right side of your screen, you can see the S&P 500. On the left side, you see the Bitcoin price action. So yeah, we're going to monitor, of course, both charts here. In front of our screen, we're going to see what the market is going to do here. We're going to see how strong the market is going to behave itself. We're going to see if the S&P 500 is going to correct from here on as soon as the market is going to open, or is it going to go for this massive correction that everyone is right now anticipating here in the crypto, not in the crypto industry, but in the stock market industry as well. So yeah, it's going to be pretty crucial coming 11 minutes, guys. We are about to open this this crazy day here, crazy Monday opening. I can't wait to see how it's going to be ending, of course. So pretty exciting. Here's why Bitcoin, maybe some pretty interesting articles that we are seeing over here. Not necessarily interesting articles, to be honest. Price. Yeah, well, not necessarily a lot of interesting things right now. So Bitcoin, in the meantime, moving up once again here. My order that got filled in the 42.4K here, guys, has been a very strong entry order. And let me know in the chat, did someone join me? Because I have been saying it several times here in the stream, and I have been tweeting about it as well on my Twitter page. So who of course joined with a potential long position here on the 42.4K? Because yeah, it is looking like it is performing very strong from off that zone here. So yeah, guys, and of course, if you haven't already, make sure to sign up with BYBIT right now in the link description, because yeah, you could be, of course, as well be able to join me with these trades in the future, and you will be as well get an amazing deposit bonus right now if you're going to sign up here with the highest link in the description, and you will be able to spot trade a lot of coins that probably your exchange is not offering, of course, unless you're on Binance. Binance is well very good exchange, of course, for spot trading. She's moving right now, indeed. Bitcoin is moving. Yeah, guys, of course, it's a ever so slightly move right now. It's not a very significant move. Of course, we moved up 3.2% here from off this 42.4K, and you can see this level is showing the significance. It is a very important level, and I was already expecting this level to be so important for the market, but yeah, looking forward towards how strong it is going to be. So for now on, it's going to be important to see Bitcoin breaking the $43,960 because this top side of resistance has been proving itself as well many times in the past. This level has been very strong resistance. This level has been very strong support. And for me on, it's going to be straight very important how the market is basically going to crush through this 43.9K on the 1 hourly candles. Of course, on the 5-minute candles, we could be for sure pushing through it. But for me, it's going to be important where the 1 hourly candle is going to be able to close above this 43.9K here. And yeah, it's going to be important. It's going to be critical. And for everyone out there as well here, make sure to hit that follow button here on my Twitter page at RoverCRC. Second highest link in the description, so you will be not missing out on these updates. So let me see. Plan B said 43K, so I guess he was right. I mean, yeah, that's true. Plan B has been predicting for September $43,000. They have been as well predicting that September was a bearish month. So yeah, of course, if we're going to be looking at the stock to flow index, of course, we all know it's stock to flow Bitcoin model. They have been predicting basically $43,000 for Bitcoin in the current month of September. And let me know, what was October? I think it was 60K, right? My prediction as well for October is going to be in the 55 to 60K Bitcoin. And the possibilities that it is even going to be higher than that is also going to be extremely likely. So of course, we are pretty undervalued right now if we're going to look at the stock to flow metrics. And I definitely think you should be keeping your eyes out on this metrics right now here. Yeah, I think you should definitely keep your eyes out on this moment. You want to get prepared for massive liftoff, and that's the reason once again why I definitely should not be standing off your Bitcoin. And especially there were a lot of questions coming in here. Should I sell my Bitcoin right now? That is of course All up to you. I'm not a financial advisor whatsoever, but panic selling around these range over here is not part of my strategy, at least here. Of course, maybe it's potentially your strategy, but in my opinion, it's not a smart decision to sell if you're Bitcoin around this range here. So guys, maybe we could even reach the 60.8k on today's stream. It will be truly amazing if we can reach it. So if you haven't already, make sure to smash it up here. We're going to witness this open all together, guys, and we can start to count down already from here on, because we're right now only another 7 minutes and 14 seconds away from it. So a lot of people right now maybe just tuned in towards the stream, and you're asking, what is that second chart? Because I see a lot of people right now saying that in the chat here. So what is the second? Oh, my internet. Oh. My internet was gone for a second. It's loading up. Excuse me, my internet was laggy. I was a little bit laggy, but a lot of people are already asking me, what is that second chart here on the right side of your screen? It is the S&P 500 index, because right now there's a lot of FUD here, because there is some news coming out, and of course, because of Hong Kong real estate companies going broke, the stock market is crashing of the USA, and the Dow Jones is crashing. That is dragging down the S&P 500, and the S&P 500 is of course the 5 most valuable stocks in America, and this will be of course always have a lot of influence on the Bitcoin price, actually, because Bitcoin is following stocks as well. So let's say the stock market is going to move down here, Bitcoin move down, just like we had with the pandemic crash here. The stock market corrected, Bitcoin corrected, but like we know as well from that crash that we got over there, is that Bitcoin was the asset that was recovering the as very first. So yeah, it was pretty interesting what we got over there, but you can see already in the pre-market, guys, we have only one more 5-minute candle after this getting printed, but you can see the S&P 500 is already moving up ever so slightly right now in the pre-market. Pretty many people are already buying it up. So let's see how this is going to be reacting. People are getting bullish right now. So let's see how it's going to be. Let's see how it is going to be here. So 4% from all-time high. That's a crash. I mean, that's also my point. I don't think it's a crash. I definitely think if you're just looking to the S&P 500, and let me get it to a clear chart here. Let me look at the 4-hourly candles, guys. Sorry, at the daily candles. I don't think that the S&P 500 is in a crash or whatsoever. But of course, I'm talking right now about it because the whole so many people right now talking about it here on the internet. So the reason why I see my connection is still very poor. So excuse me if the internet is right now a little bit poor. Excuse me so much for that. Very poor. Adjust your crash difference. Ooh, my internet. Guys, let me know if it's still working. So yeah, it should be working once again. So yeah, basically what I personally expect here for S&P 500. We're still trading, but I mean, you have to know here, 5% in the stock market is way more than 5% in Bitcoin. You have to definitely know what it is here. The stock market is way less volatile, of course. But what you basically can see over here on the S&P 500, we are still basically, in my opinion, a very clear parallel uptrend, because you can see over here, you're okay, guys. Oh, everyone's saying it still, so it's very nice. We're still okay. Yes, I'm very glad that everything is still working. But yeah, what you can clearly see right now here is the top side shows a lot of significance. And if you're then drawing a parallel line on the lower side, so basically it's a parallel channel because the lines are parallel to each other, you can see that we're still in this parallel range towards the upside. So we are still forming higher highs and higher lows. So there's also one of these reasons why I don't necessarily want to be getting so worried right now on the classic market right now. So let's see how this is going to be reacting. Of course, it's going to be very important. This day is going to be extremely huge for the crypto guys, I don't know what. The stream is lagging a little bit right now. I don't know exactly. It's my hotel Wi-Fi. I don't know why it is right now doing so. And Rover 1.7x speed. I mean, guys, I'm sorry that I'm talking so quickly. So I'm really trying to fix this lag issue. If it's really so bad. He knows he's lagging. I mean, excuse me so much here. Excuse me so much. Right now, the internet should be good once again, but I will be starting to complain about it because that's, of course, not going to make it any better. Because right now, I'm just going to look at these last 3 minutes at this chart because we're about to close. We are about to open the stock market. So, guys, we are good. We're good and running. We're good and running right now. So I don't know why my internet connection is lagging so hard right now. Stable 3000 kbs. Right now it's very low, 5,500 right now. So I don't know what the problem is, why it is causing this lag issue, but it is very weird. What's going on with the stream? I don't know, guys. I definitely don't know. Hopefully my internet is going to stabilize once again. Hopefully my internet is going to stabilize. How many more minutes? So guys, I don't know exactly if everything is working, but I'm just going to continue. in case it is still working. So make sure to drop it in the chat here. And yeah, right now my connection is stable once again. So this is nice to see. Connection is stable once again. Excuse me for the stream is probably gone offline, and then you're getting an advertisement or whatsoever. So excuse me if you got that. But yeah, we should be up and running once again here. But what you can see right now here is that we are right now exactly 2 minutes away, guys. 2 minutes away before opening the stock market. This is of course the moment that we have been waiting for all together, and it's going to be extremely important. It's going to be extremely exciting on how the market is going to react towards right now here. So exactly, we could be literally starting a countdown right now because we're only 2 minutes away from it. So just lower your bit rate. I know, man. I already lowered my bit rate just a moment ago while I was doing it, but thank you for the heads up, man. So yeah, it's definitely good right now. The internet stabilized. So Ethereum 14% spike. Ooh, that's crazy. So Ethereum, let me see what we are having, of course, in the meantime as well. Keep my eyes on Ethereum, how it's going to be performing here on the lower time frames. So yeah, Ethereum as well moving up very significantly. We will be looking at these for these last minutes here at the very important S&P 500 chart and the Bitcoin chart on how it is going to be reacting. Lower route. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Let's go, guys. Yeah, we are all ready for it. We are all ready for it, and I definitely can't wait to see how it's going to be ending right now. It's going to become very, very close right now, 1 minute away from it. And of course, this is the moment that everyone has been waiting for. At least I have been waiting for this moment for sure. So let me see. But guys, let me know right now. You can make your prediction in the chat here. Is the S&P 500 going to correct from here on, or are we going to see a very significant push towards the upside as well? I will be looking at the Dow Jones here in the same time, because this is of course the stock that is really the most important, because they have been not making profits in 3 weeks in a row, and that have not happened before in 2021 here, and that's of course one of these reasons why everyone is getting so pretty bearish right now on the market. So yeah, guys, we're a few seconds away from opening the new we are just a few minutes away right now before opening this yeah, of course, the stock market. So excuse me, I was not coming out of my words for a second. So let me see. Double top on gold. Big dumping coming, guys. So let's see. 20 minutes. Everyone has made their predictions. A lot of people are saying that you should be selling off your Bitcoin. A lot of people are saying that you should be buying your Bitcoin. I'm stacking up here because I will be always buying once there is fear in the market, because I love fear. I'm the fear eater. I'm the more fear in the market, the bigger bull I'm getting here. So guys, yes, we just opened this this candle here on the S&P 500, and we are immediately seeing volatility, and let's see how the Bitcoin price action is going to be reacting towards it. So yeah, there's going to be most likely a lot of selling pressure getting added towards the market. So yeah, that's of course a thing that you should be paying your attention towards. But yeah, you can see right away volatility increase. Bitcoin not necessarily having a big influence on it right now here. So we will be monitoring it, of course, for sure. So let me take as well a quick sip of my water before I don't have a throat anymore, so I can't make a video tomorrow anymore. And this is, of course, going to be very important. So you can see S&P 500 is taking, of course, a pretty big drop off. But I mean, yeah, it could be for sure a move towards either direction. Of course, you can see Bitcoin right away getting following. But of course, it's not necessarily a very significant correction right now here. It's just a few percentage. But at the end of the day, Bitcoin is going to most likely follow the S&P 500. So is the S&P 500 going to see an even more significant drop-off? Bitcoin is going to follow here. So let's see. Fear eater. Don Jones just dumped. Let me see. Oh, indeed, guys. That's thank you for the heads up here. So yeah, Don Jones, that was of course the company that we should be getting worried about. Just dumped 1.6% here. So this, of course, the company that has not been making profits in 3 weeks in a row here. People were getting pretty scared about it. And of course, it's linked with the real estate agents in Hong Kong and lost a lot of its value. And that was also the reason why there was so much fear in the market. So yeah, this is of course the thing that everyone was anticipating, and we could be as well recover very quickly towards the upside, because there's maybe come a moment that everyone's going to be recognizing, oh wait, it's not going to be so harsh, and if we're not going to see a significant yeah, let's say correction, we could be starting to move up very significantly in a very rapid pace, like you are doing already right now with the S&P 500. It is moving up very quickly, and I can tell you already, one thing is most likely going to happen here, and that is of course as soon as the S&P 500 is going to recover, the faith will be returning back into Bitcoin. Whoa, what happened? You guys, I don't know what you guys are saying here. That's a significant. That's a very significant crash indeed. But yeah, what basically is going to happen here is that as soon as the S&P 500 is going to, of course, correct very quickly towards the upside, I think the faith will return into Bitcoin as well here. And as soon as the faith will be returning in Bitcoin once again, sorry, as soon as the faith is returning in the S&P 500, it's going to be Bitcoin that's going to increase in a very, very rapid pace, basically. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward towards how this is going to be resulting. I've been pretty bullish all way around here. You can see as well the Dow Jones is as well recovering ever so slightly. Of course, it's still a very significant pullback. You have to be admitting this one for sure. How long till the market is open in the USA? It is open for 8 hours if it's... Oh, yeah, 8 hours. It's 8 hours open, if I said correctly. So, yeah, we are moving up here. And it's pretty nice to see the S&P 500 moving up. I think, like I already predicted as well here, the stock market won't be seeing another significant correction. If we're going to see a significant correction in the stock market, the USA is going to just print more money. They're just going to print more money if the stock market is going to crash here. So, I should definitely not anticipate on it. I'm not the one that is saying to sell off your Bitcoins, because I should be extremely careful with that. And, of course, as well in general stocks here. So, let me see. Just picked up 3 Ethereum. Yeah, man, you're doing an absolutely good job here. Marcus Seabot, I know you're tuning in, yeah, many times here in the streams and in the videos. Thanks so much for tuning in once again. Let's go, my man. Can I know your long position now? I mean, yeah, I already shared my details about my long position. I opened a long position on Bitcoin on the 42.4K. Like you can see here, exactly touched this level and moved up from there on. So, yeah. If you want to be joining me with these trades, make sure to subscribe to the channel and make sure, because, yeah, we discussed in the stream here. Before it touches level, of course, and I discussed it on Twitter, and of course, you could be running a sign up with BYBIT in the highest link in the description to be able to join that as well in the future. No crash, so I wait to step in. I mean, yeah, there's not necessarily a crash happening right now, so that's pretty interesting, pretty nice to see, to be honest, as well, pretty calming, because a lot of people were, of course, anticipating this crash. It is very nice to see that we have been not seeing such a very significant flash crash right now, because this is, of course, right away relieving a lot of people. Of course, it could be for sure happening in the coming remaining of the day. But I think right now a lot of people will be see. Oh wait, it is not so heavy. It is not such a significant drop off. And it is most likely going to start to just increase in its value from here on, because probably the fate will be returning back towards the market, in my opinion, from here on. So yeah, together with Bitcoin being so oversold, I should definitely not highly anticipate a very big pullback from here on. So yeah, I want to thank you guys. XRP is flying 17%. 17%. Let me check this if this is really true. No, XRP is flying, of course. You can see over here it increased 6% here in just the last hour, so that's pretty nice, of course, to see. But yeah, I do want to be thank you guys for tuning into the stream, because I'm getting a little bit tired right now, because it was a pretty long stream, already the second stream of the day. This stream was almost 2 hours, and yeah, of course, we witnessed the open of the market. But guys, if you want to see, of course, more of these streams here in the future, make sure to just hit the subscribe button. Let me know in the comment section if you like these streams here, because then I will be trying to do them even more in the future. Of course, make sure to hit that subscriber button right now as well, and the bell notification if you want to be staying up to date about these emerging updates, because sometimes if I let's say tonight see something interesting in the market, I will be uploading a 3 to 4 minute video where I will be just discussing what the technicals are telling us right now on the market, and there I will be, of course, discussing if the market is either going to move up or towards the downside. And of course, if I see a good trading opportunity with low risk, I will be notify you guys, everyone, on YouTube and Twitter. So don't forget as well to follow me on my socials, hit the like button on this stream, and I will catch you guys on the next one, and peace out. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much.